Pranams. This is Joyful Ranga from Joyful Vedanta. We all ask very fundamental questions as we go through life as to what is my purpose and what's my calling. Well, there are many goal-setting events that happen almost on a year-on-year basis. These questions keep coming up again and again. In fact, if you look deeply, all goals that we set for ourselves, in whatever domain they are, need to be subordinated to the deep purpose which is kind of buried in us, which we don't seem to know. We at Joyful Vedanta wanted to address this need, and we have designed a one-day in-person workshop titled as MahaLakshya, which addresses this need. Of course, it does also tell you at a much lower level how to set certain goals to achieve the direction of your MahaLakshya. I would want to share with you why this is needed and who would benefit maximum out of this. Welcome to MahaLakshya. In life, there are many times we find ourselves at crossroads. While some options seem to be in front of us, it's never a choice between a good and a bad option, because if it is known that it's a bad option, we wouldn't take it. It's always a choice among options. All of them look very attractive and all of them are good. Now, how do I make those choices in life? And sometimes some of those choices are so important that it determines maybe 10 years of my next, future, immediate future. So when we are at crossroads, what is it that is going to help us make the choices correct? First question to understand. The second context to understand is many times life throws at us such vast options and choices that seem very complicated and complex. Right? How do I make the choices in that case? How do I know how to navigate the challenges along these paths? What will clearly guide me as to what I should eliminate and what I should choose? The second context in which this workshop is extremely relevant. Third, it's almost a cliche these days to tell people, unlock your potential, unleash your potential. You don't know what your limits are. Some people say sky is the starting point. You can reach the skies. Some people say be like the ocean. Be the banyan tree that grows in all directions hugely. So what exactly is this growth? Can this really be limited? And how do I know what my potential is? Very, very difficult to answer that question. As Richard Buck says, it's easy to count the seeds in an apple, but who can say how many apples are there in a seed? How do I know what my potential is? How do I know I'm actually leveraging around 70% of my potential? How do we estimate that in the first place? I think if we have such questions, this workshop is very, very relevant for us. The next one is, we are doing a lot of things morning to evening. All of us are very busy. We don't have time. We suddenly see a new year come in and the new year pop out. We see years pass by. We see 10 years, decades pass by. But there is a constant question at the back of our mind. Why am I doing whatever I'm doing? For what? What's my purpose? If this question, why, keeps popping very often in our minds, and I think this is a very, very relevant workshop for us. Organizations have well-defined vision, mission, values. You can see it in almost every organization. Are they relevant for personal life as well? What is my vision? How should I align my purpose? What is a mission that I need to contribute to? Right? How do I work this out for me, for myself? Right? What are my boundary conditions which I will not cross? I think if these need to be explored in your life, you're at the right place at the right time. This is definitely the workshop for you. There are a lot of details on our website, a lot of FAQs that have been answered. You can visit the website, peacefully go through the FAQs, understand how this is grossly different from a mere goal setting kind of an event, how this can make a huge difference to you starting a totally new, transformed version of yourself. Change is inevitable. Self transformation is a choice. So please visit our website, visit the events page, and choose the MahaLakshya event if you wish to register. I know you would benefit immensely. Thank you so much. Pranams. Namaskar.